y'all know I have 8 kids. We're having our 20th grandchild this year. And just by pure numbers, the odds are that something's going to happen in our life that we don't want to happen, right? It's just the odds, I guess. It's not anybody being punished. It's not something that's definitely happening to me. It could be happening in my circle, in my, and it could affect people that I'm in charge of, that I'm caring for. So, um, yeah, so we like I said, you can't really prepare for it, but you have to be, listen, as a parent, and a lot of you are parents out there. I was telling somebody this yesterday. I said, here we get up, we have kids, we get up in the morning, we get them dressed, we get them fed breakfast, we take them to school, we go to work, maybe we're managers or we're taking care of people at work. We come home, we take the kids to sports, we get them home, we get them fed, we get them clean, we put them to bed. By that time, we're all exhausted. Both mom and dad are exhausted. And a lot of times it's only one parent, which was the case for me and was the case for Kit when we met. We had to do all these things on our own. And when we did that, we never really took time for ourselves. Okay. You have got to somehow figure out a way. And this is why I go to the gym so early in the morning, to give yourself some self-care. It's super important. And in order for you to be the best version of yourself, I know that's the cliche that you've seen me put on different social media posts. You have to absolutely do something for yourself, whether that's meditation, whether it's exercise, whether it's reading, whether it's listening to music, just closing your eyes, sitting in the corner and crying for 5 minutes. I don't care what it is. You've got to do something. So when you're in that situation with those people you care for, whether, like I said, it's kids or parents, a lot of us are at that age where our parents are older. I might have just said that. We have to be able to operate at a high level when we're taking care of those people. Because if we're not doing the best job we can do. And this is true. If you look at your life and if you've had to deal with some things, whether it's money, a divorce, it tends to take up time, and maybe you act out at your kids or whatever, and it takes up time. So I'll tell you a quick story, and a lot of you know about this because you're friends on social media. This year, around Easter, we always invite the kids over to our house for Easter, and we invite the kids that are local and their kids, and then we have a dinner and might drink a little bit, have some fun. The kids, all the cousins get to play together. Excuse me. This year at Easter, my daughter and son-in-law and their kids, two of them weren't feeling well. One of the kids and the mom wasn't feeling well. So because of, not necessarily because of COVID, but just because of all this stuff that's happened, we said, you know what? Stay home then. That's fine. We'll hook up with you guys another weekend. We don't want you coming down here and not feeling well, and no one wants to get the other kids sick and all that. So that was fine. That week, their son still had a fever, still wasn't kind of feeling well. The mom felt better, but the son wasn't, and they took him in, and he was diagnosed with leukemia. I'm going to try to get through this. And it was just devastating to us. I mean, this was terrible. And they said, what you got to do is the doctor's recommendation was he needs to start his chemo as soon as possible, right? So they're going to keep him in the hospital for a month. They were going to start the chemo. One of the kids would go down there and stay the night with him this many days, because they have 2 more kids, and then the other ones would be with the other kids, and they were switching back and forth. Their family was helping. The mom and dad, grandparents were helping. And I think his brothers too were kind of spending time with this little boy in the hospital, because he's only 3 years old. He just had turned 3 in March. And about 3 or 4 weeks later, they went to wake him up one morning, and he was non-responsive, and he passed away. Obviously, this was so devastating to our family, to everybody. Obviously to me and my wife, and of course the parents are just out of their mind with sorrow. I mean, here's this beautiful 3-year-old little boy who, for no reason, it was just God's will, I guess, that he, passed away.